So we are going to config SSL certificate into our local host. First we need to go to the root of our folder using sudo I command. We are going to use login password here. Okay, now see there is no certificate directory. Now we have to create the certificate directory using mkdir command. Here we can see we will create root.ca folder, server folder and sub.ca folder. Now we have to change the mode of private folder of root.ca and sub.ca folder. For this command we will use chmod. Here the mode is changed. Now we are going to create an index file in root.ca and sub.ca using touch command. So I will write ca. Here we can see the index folder in root.ca and index folder in sub.ca is created. Okay. Now we will generate 16-bit hex code using OpenSSL. Here is a 16-bit code. Now creating the 16-bit hex serial for both root.ca and sub.ca. First it is for root.ca, then for sub.ca. Okay, and now check if the serial is created. Yeah, the serial is created in both root and sub.ca. Now we have to generate private key for root.ca and sub.ca. For this we have to go to the folder ca, then generate the private key first for root.ca. Here's give the password. Again private key is generated for root.ca. Again the same thing we will do for sub.ca. Is for sub.ca.key password. Again, so private key is created. Now we have to generate private key for the server also. Okay, there is no need of a password for server. Now going back to the trees here to see the private keys. Yes, server.key, server and sub.ca.key and root.ca.key. Okay. Now we are going to create config file for root.ca. First install vim by using this command. Vim is already installed, newest version, so directly we are going to create a config file in root.ca.conf using vim. So now we will press A and paste the root.ca config file. The file will be in the description below. Now we press escape so that writing is over. Now we press WQ. Here's a mistake. We have to go to the ca folder first, then we have to create root.ca. So I am going to do that. Close vim, go to ca folder. Now we have to create config file. A, paste it, escape, WQ for save and exit. Yeah, now the root.ca config file is created. Here you can see tree ca. Here root.ca config file is created. Now creating the ca certificate using root.ca config file and the private key we created earlier. So for creating a certificate, we are going into root.ca folder, ca root.ca. In root.ca folder, we use OpenSSL command to create the certificate. Password, country name can be anything, locality name, organization name, CIT, my name, unit name IT, common name. So since it is a root certificate, so I have named it CIT root.ca. Email address, okay. The ca certificate is created. We can check it that if the certificate is created or not. Yeah, the certificate is created. As it's a self signed, that's why the issuer and the subject both are same. You see? Okay. Now go to sub.ca folder and create a config for sub.ca, config file for sub.ca. The file will be in description. So again we use vim sub.ca.config. Press A, paste it, escape, wq. Okay, the sub-ca config is created. We can check if the file is created or not. So we're going to back using cd space and tree. Yeah, sub-ca.config file is created. Okay, now we have to generate a signing request using sub-ca config file and a sub-ca private key. For generating the file will be sub-ca.csr. so we are going to go the sub-ca folder, sub-ca. Now using OpenSSL request, signing request, give the password, country name as earlier, CFIT, name IT. So what is the common name? Since it is sub-ca, so the common name will be CFIT sub-ca. The sub-ca file is created, the CSR file is created. Now go to root-ca folder, cd root-ca. Now we have to sign the sub-ca certificate using our root-ca certificate. So for this we have using this command OpenSSL, give the password, sign the certificate, yes, commit, yes. Okay, we signed the certificate. Now we can check if the certificate is signed. Inside root-ca folder, to cat index, here we can see the certificate is signed. Now again we can check the certificate is signed or not. There, yeah, the certificate is signed. Now we are going to create server certificate. Go to server folder, okay. Now we are in server folder. We are going to request server certificate using OpenSSL request command. Country name vd Dhaka, organization name, unit name IT, common name. This is the most important part. We have to submit our website name here. So I will put www.asifshariarmyname.com. Email address, nothing. There is no password for server certificate. Okay, the certificate is created. Now we have to sign this server certificate using sub-ca. So first we are going to sub-ca folder, cd sub-ca, paste OpenSSL, password, sign the certificate, yes, commit, yes. Now the server certificate is signed by sub-ca certificate or sub-ca authority. Okay. Now we have to combine the servers dot certificate and sub-ca certificate. We name the, so we have to go to the cert folder, server certs. Inside certs folder we will concatenate sub.ca and server.crt, sub.ca.crt and server.crt, and we name it chain.crt. You can see the command. Yeah, the file is concatenated. Now check if the file is, if the work is done. Tree. Yeah, we can see both CRT file. Okay. Now we have to test public key infrastructure structure. So we are going to go server folder. Already we are in the server folder. Then map 127.0.0.2 to our website. Yeah, so the IP address 127.0.0.2 is mapping with www.asifshahriar.com. Now we will check is this working or not by ping Ctrl+C to stop the pinging. We can see that 4 received 0% packet loss, and the IP address is fixed for www.asifshahriar.com. Now we have to turn on the 443 port SSL port of our server by using OpenSSL. Here we can see 443 port, accept, that means the port is open. Now we have to open another terminal and to see if the port is working correctly or not. New window. Yeah, it's recording. We type that. Oh, first we are going to go to the root, then we type this. Yeah, we can see the 443 port is open for any IP address. Now we have to update the packages. It's optional though. We have to install curl. Just wait just a minute. Now check if we got the HTTPS or not. No, curl failed to verify of the server because server doesn't know that it is signed, because as it is a self-signed certificate, so we have to know the server. So first copy the certificate, into a CA certificate folder. Now update the CA certificate folder. One added, that means our certificate is added. So we have to check again. cu. Now it's working. You can see it's working good. Okay. Then exit the new terminal and go back to the previous terminal. So we have to type Ctrl+C to use root, clear. For this we are going to need a server. So I use Nginx server for my HTTPS, installing Nginx. Why? Yes, continue. The server is installed. For checking the status, we type systemctl status Nginx. The server is active running. Now we are going to stop Nginx server. We can start by using start command, we can stop by using stop command. Here again we can start. So now in the browser, if we type 127.0.0.0, we can see unable to connect. That's because Nginx server is not start. Sorry, we're doing a mistake. It will be 0.01. Again unable to connect. Now we can see that it is connected. First we wrote HTTPS, so that's why there was an error. So now it's working. We can see welcome to Nginx. So the server is running actively. Okay. Now we have to open Nginx config file and paste some line in the HTTP area. The file will be in description. Paste it. Now press Ctrl+O and enter to save, then Ctrl+X to exit. So we successfully configured the nano file. To check it, we have to use vim. We can see that after HTTP there is a server, our server asifshariat.com, and everything was perfectly set up. Again we close Vim. Now we will go to srv folder, opening another terminal. Going to the root, we are going to go srv folder. We have to create two folders, www and htdocs, using mkdir. Yeah, use tree to see the folder is created, www and htdocs. Now close the new terminal. Now in the previous terminal we type mds shahriar and index.html. So MD Asif Shahriar's website will be the text will be copied into index.html. Okay. Now opening the website using curl. Still there is an error, so I think we have to restart the machine. So I'm gonna stop the video and restart it. We restarted it. So now we start the Nginx server. To check the status, we simply use status instead of start. Yeah, it's running. Again we type now again open the curl. This time it will show MD Asif Shahriar's website in the server, so it is fixed. Now we have to move the cursor and click Ctrl plus select, click to open the website. The website is opening. Here a warning, it's not still secure. Why it is not still secure? Because our browser Firefox doesn't know about the certificate, so we have to import the browser about our certificate. For this we have to import .pem file from ca newcerts. So going back to the terminal, tree ca. Oh, all right. Tree. Here is the PEM file. Here is our PEM file. We have to copy it into some outside, then import the certificate. So use cp command root.cs. So using this .pm file is generated. Now we can see the file. Here is our .pm file. So now we are going to Firefox, our browser, and import that ca file. Import the certificate. Settings, privacy, view certificate, authorities, import. Here is our pm file. Open. Trust this certificate to identify only website. We can view the certificate. Asif IT root sub ca, Asif IT root ca, and the fingerprints. So okay. Now if we go to the website, sorry, there's a little mistake. Okay, now it's working. Yes, finally we have secured our localhost website. Here we can view the certificate verified by Asif IT. The connection is secured. Thank you for this tutorial.